Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We just got some very interesting details for Black Ops 7 that certainly could lead to a very promising year if things follow as these leaks say. So we've actually got a couple of new announcements for Black Ops 7 content. Some of it's actually leaked and rumored from a very credible source. Some of it, surprisingly enough, is actually official. And that's where I want to start here, because Call of Duty did do a surprise announcement over the weekend here by posting this. Mark your calendars, the road to the Black Ops 7 beta is packed. Pre-order now and get early access, yada, yada, yada. We don't care too much about their text here. We care about this image, which details some brand new reveals for Black Ops 7 in their road to beta roadmap, if you will. So this actually confirms we're going to be seeing multiplayer and zombies gameplay this week, with the multiplayer reveal trailer happening on September 22nd. On Monday, we are going to see Black Ops 7 multiplayer gameplay officially. So we'll be able to see a bunch of weapons in action, what some of the maps will be like, the movement as well. Obviously still all in scripted scenarios because it's a Call of Duty trailer, but a little bit more insight into what actually multiplayer gameplay is going to look like versus the very brief clips of gameplay that we've been seeing from the original direct event in the reveal a little while ago, some of which includes campaign gameplay, which is way more extreme and weird than what multiplayer gameplay is supposed to be. So that's really exciting news there. We also have the zombies reveal trailer happening in full on the 24th. So much for their zombies week that was then like split into 2 weeks, basically. Kind of weird there, but nonetheless, we're still going to be getting the zombies reveal trailer there on the 24th as well. Then of course the dates we already know, with Next coming up on the 30th and then the beta in early October. But some interesting stuff there. Officially, we're going to get our first look at Black Ops 7 multiplayer here very soon. But that's not even the biggest news for today, because we also have some very exciting stuff going on with Black Ops 7 content and their plan for the year that sounds very promising. Keyword sounds very promising. Obviously, it's going to have to come to fruition, and we'll see if it does throughout the year. But based on these leaks, this could be really big. So as we do go through this bit of information here stemming from the Ghost of Hope, if you guys enjoy the video, a like rating is always really appreciated. It really does help grow the channel. It shares the video around to new viewers as well. And if you are one of those new viewers, or maybe you just have not subscribed yet, we should change that. Every single day, I got you covered with all things going on in Call of Duty. So feel free to hit that subscribe button to stay in the know. But here's what our friend, the Ghost of Hope, has to say. Hope, very credible track record when it comes to inside information. He says, exclusive. Sources have indicated to me that Black Ops 7 is going to have more content in its post-launch seasons than what Modern Warfare 3 had. Now, regardless of how you felt about Modern Warfare 3, the gameplay, the type of content they introduced, whether you were for it or against it, it's pretty objectively true that Modern Warfare 3 is the gold standard for post-launch support. A game that had basically the shortest development time of any COD in years, also had the best post-launch support of all time for COD. The most content, with maps dropping every single season, basically bi-weekly or weekly updates with aftermarket parts, new events, camo rewards, blueprints, all sorts of stuff like that. The content support post-launch in MW3 was perfection. And of course, we took a massive step back in Black Ops 6. Maybe for a reason here that really sucks for Black Ops 6, but also should be good for Black Ops 7 for what it's worth. Hope continues on with this post saying, the current plan, according to sources, is for Black Ops 7 to have a lot of content in seasons 1 through 4, and then sort of taper off to give Activision time to push Modern Warfare 4 marketing very hard. That's not a surprise, because that's typically what happens every single year anyways. I mean, even this year, you can look at the Black Ops 6 content, and I don't think it was that good mostly in every single season. It was a major step back, like I said, from Modern Warfare 3, but seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 obviously had way more stuff going on than season 5, which was probably the most boring season in COD that I can remember in a long time, like maybe dating back to Vanguard. I don't even think MW2 was this monotonous. Like season 5 outright sucked. Hopefully season 6 is a little bit better. We'll have to see here with the haunting and everything. But this is to be expected almost every single season. They start marketing the next game around that season 5 time in the summer. So not really a huge surprise there, but seasons 1 to 4 having a ton of content, even tapering off from a ton, is still probably going to be a decent bit, and probably much more than we've seen throughout the year with Black Ops 6, which is objectively fantastic news there. Hope also goes on to say, Treyarch earlier this year actually pulled some of the planned Black Ops 6 post-launch content and pushed it back for Black Ops 7 so they can repurpose it or reskin it. So this doesn't surprise me, although it is really unfortunate for Black Ops 6. As I just said, this post-launch season, season 5 in specific, really dry, really boring. The other seasons, not that great by comparison to what we've had even in recent years, but especially versus Modern Warfare 3. If they were sort of looking at Black Ops 6, like maybe it's just kind of a lost cause at this point, like we'd probably just be best off using this in a game that's going to have maybe a little bit more hype that we're putting more time into. With Black Ops 7, they basically cancel it for Black Ops 6 and are saving it for Black Ops 7. I don't love that situation in general because it does hurt us now. Even though this is content that's free anyways, it does diminish the quality of the current product a little bit. And it's not necessarily saying it's going to be good in Black Ops 7. There's just going to be more of it we should focus on as well. But an interesting situation there. We obviously also saw a little bit of this with Modern Warfare 3 as well. Apparently some of the Season 5 and Season 6 maps in MW3 were actually pulled from that game and used for Black Ops 6, which was extra strange considering that was a Sledgehammer creation there with some of their maps being used in a Treyarch game. Anyways, I digress. Hope also concludes, before we get into some extra context with some of his responses here, Treyarch and Raven are being told to leave nothing on the table for Black Ops 7 and Warzone because the engine upgrade for Modern Warfare 4, which has been told to me to be very significant, which would require those assets to be heavily reworked, and at that point, it's just not worth it. Finish everything and release it before Modern Warfare 4 is the current agenda at Treyarch and other studios. So what this means is essentially Treyarch and Raven are going to be going all out in Black Ops 7. There is no pulling this and saving it for later. It is release everything, which hopefully means from start to finish this year with Black Ops 7, the content cycle is going to be good. Quite frankly, it has to be, given the fact that the hype for the game just is not necessarily there yet. Maybe that changes in the coming days when we do see the reveals, we do see Next, we do see gameplay and get our hands on the beta, but it's still going to sort of be a major prove it year from start to finish, especially post-launch. So this is something they have to nail, and based off this information, it seems like they are going to exceed expectations here if it's going to be even bigger and better than Modern Warfare 3 post-launch. Hope does also give us some additional context in some of the replies here. For instance, Dalek says, I hope a lot includes zombies as well. Hope says, I'm pretty sure it's for all modes, so multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, going all in, going all out, if you will, on content. So that's good. This was already expected. We've talked about it in my videos here on the channel previously, but again, in case you haven't heard, does this engine upgrade mean nothing would carry over for Warzone 3? It's just going to be the next iteration of Warzone. I doubt they put a 3 behind it for what it's worth. But yeah, nothing's going to carry over. It's a hard reset. So all your content, skins, camos, blueprints, operators, whatever the case is, when Modern Warfare 4 drops and Warzone releases for that, there will be a hard reset. It'll be like what happened when we left Vanguard and went into Warzone 2 with Modern Warfare 2022. And then lastly here, Hope does just tweet this, and Hope is typically pretty straightforward with his thoughts on things. Like, he's very blunt about what he hears is not going to be good, and he's otherwise if something's more exciting, he's very indicative of what's going on there, and he's been pretty spot on in the past. Says, I think Black Ops 7 for season 1 is going to be ... with this gif of Ninja being very excited. Something massive must be going on here, right? So that means season 1, based off what Hope's hearing, could be very, very big, and hopefully as well very good. Keep in mind, more doesn't always mean better, but there's also a better chance that with more, some of it is good, right? When you're throwing 10 shots as opposed to just 3 shots, you have a better chance of making maybe more than 3 shots. If that was probably a terrible analogy, but nonetheless, this does certainly build some expectations. It does raise the bar a little bit based off of what we're hearing so far. The bar should already be high considering that they now have had the year of Black Ops 6 to see feedback, to see, hey, this sucks, okay, that worked well, we'll keep that, and adjust accordingly for Black Ops 7. Not to mention the development time are going to be approaching 5+ years by the time the game releases. So the bar should be high, there should be heavy expectations, and it's Call of Duty at the end of the day. They know what they're doing. The game should be good. They have no excuses here, but really, really excited to see what post-launch support will be like. This is stuff we're not going to hear a lot of again officially until probably the game launches and we start to see like the season 1 roadmap and stuff. I doubt we'll get much info on post-launch, pre-launch, but Obviously, as anything does surface, whether it's in relation to the content support here, the quantity, ideally the quality as well, or just anything else going on in the world of COD, this is the place to be to stay up to date with all of it. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be really appreciated as well. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.